Hello everyone and welcome back to the group channel. I am Abe with MysticGenMara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And tonight, whenever you happen to be seeing this, I would like to offer the weekly rune reading for the week of February 2 through the 8th of 2025. These are general readings, so their messages are timeless, so you may get something out of it even if you're watching it way after that week. So, we'll get started. I read 4 elements instead of the zodiac. There's a video down below you can check out to find out why. And there's also some other goodies linked in the description. One of which is a natal interpretation chart, which gives you your base birth chart, the 12 houses, and all the little signs and symbols on it. And then it gives you 10 to 20 pages of a description of what all that means. It also gives you your elemental alignment, so it's kind of a cool tool if you've never used one before. But with that, we'll get started here with our fire family. Fire covers the zodiac signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Fire, you're starting off a little rough this first rune here, because you have the Hagalaz rune. It is the rune of hail, it is color of light blue, tarot association is the world, and astrology is Aquarius. Unexpected setbacks or problems, attempts to let things flow, possible disruptive natural events. Fire, this is it's not so much a negative rune, I mean it can be seen that way, but it's 100% a pay attention, things are going on rune. And it's stuff that's outside of your control. What I usually see with Hagalaz when it comes up is these are things that are fated or karmically coming into play. You don't have the option to skip them. Now you can make them less by working with positive energy and also really tapping into a flow state. Don't try to push against things as they're happening. And it's not saying it's negative, it's just saying that things are being put into play that are not optional at the moment. So this week's could be a little intense on some things. They're also saying that this could be a time of kind of a spiritual awakening because it's unexpected. These things pop in when they want to, not usually when we expect them to. So it's definitely just saying, if stuff comes up this week, don't fight against it. Kind of go with the flow and see what comes up. Your second rune is the Wunjo Joy rune, which is the color yellow. Tarot association is strength, and astrology is Leo. So this taps directly into you guys, Fire. Happiness and harmony between people, a situation changing for the better. So whatever's coming up this week, Fire, it's not something that's going to be an optional thing. It's not like you can dodge this. But with Wunjo coming in as your secondary, it also could mean these are good things that are coming in. You're still not going to be able to dodge it, but it's going to be a much more positive response. Hagalaz is always, in my opinion, a warning sign. It's not saying negative, it's not saying bad, it's saying something's going on and you should be paying attention. Generally, when it comes up, it's something that's locked in and not shifting. So having Wunjo there as the Joy rune coming in as your secondary is actually a good thing, because it says whatever's coming in is something that you have worked for, that you have struggled to achieve, and this is the week where things are just going to fall into place and you really don't have to do a lot of pushing. They're actually recommending just kind of going with the flow and seeing how this all plays out. So Fire, I'm fingers crossed, this looks like it's going to be a fun, interesting week for you. So go with the flow and see what kind of good juju comes in from the powers that be. So Earth, you are covering Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. You guys have the Inga's rune, which is a rune of fertility. Color of yellow, tarot association is judgment, and astrology is the new moon. It's the completion of an idea or project, signifying new beginnings, positive energies, good fortune. So Earth, you're starting off this week with Inga's, which is a very good rune. It's also saying this is a good time for creation, whether that is starting a family, whether that is a new project, whether that is a possible promotion. These are all things that need to be in a fertile state, but it also says you have to be ready and you have to be open to the experience, and that's what's coming up for you. Is this is a really good time for growth because it's a very fertile time. It's what are you going to do with that fertility, that energy of creation? What are you going to build with that, Earth? Your second rune is Berkana. It is the birth rune. Tarot Color association is dark green, tarot association is the Empress, and astrology is Virgo. So this is definitely anchoring you in Earth. Renewal, promise of new beginnings, new growth, birth, family, and home. Earth. This is looking really, really good for you. This week is all about creation. It's all about birthing new ideas, projects, completion of something that you've been striving for, and the ability to open up a door for something better. If you've been trying for a family, and they're really emphasizing this one right now, this is your key moment to do so. Work on that and have as much fun as you can at that as possible. But also, if you've been wanting to try something new, if you've been wanting to do a new creation project, if you've been wanting to manifest something new, start a new vision board, however that it manifests, the energy you've got going on this week, Earth, is really about what is it you're wanting? Plant that seed. It is coming to fruition. It's coming to fruition like today. So definitely good vibes for Earth this week. See what you can plant and see what you can get done. This week's looking to be a really positive one for our Earth family. Let's check on our Air family. Air covers Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So if you are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or have those air energies high up in your chart, this one is for you. Air. Oh, you're starting off with an interesting one. It is the Isa rune. It's the ice rune. It is color of black. Tarot association is the Hermit, and astrology is just the moon. So you're working with a little bit of intuitive water subconscious energy here. This rune denotes some kind of obstacle, coldness between people, a time to observe, keep silent, refrain from commitment. Air. The Hermit is saying it's time to step away. Things have been a little intense, and this is not a time for you to be actively involved in whatever's happening. This is a time for you to listen. Nod your head. Okay. You can talk to me, tell me whatever you need to know, or whatever you want to tell me. But it's really advised right now not to act on things. This is a time for you to step out of the situation that you're in. Good, bad, and different. There's times where it's just better to step away and kind of let the chips fall where they lie. The Hermit is about observation, but it's also about learning and deepening your knowledge. When you step away from a situation and you observe it, it allows you to actually come to a deeper understanding of what actually is going on, and not having those human things like, knee-jerk emotional reactions to stuff. So it's a really good time, a really good advice this week to just step away. Don't get involved. Listen, absorb what you can, but don't take anything personal, and don't get involved. So your second rune is Perth, the Fate rune, color of black. Did you really have two blacks? Two black rune colors? We do. Key color this week. Tarot association is the Wheel of Fortune. Astrology is Saturn. Mystery, chance, unexpected material gain, surprises, things that are hidden coming to light. Air. Isa and the Hermit are saying step back. This is not a time for you to be involved. Watch, observe, allow your knowledge to grow and expand, something Air loves to do anyway. But with Perth, it's saying there are things in motion that you do not have a chance to say in. These are things that were set in place, some by you, some by other people. You're going to get the positive windfall from it. That's what Perth is saying. You can also see Perth as, and this is how I learned it actually, as a cauldron. Oops, not that way. Carrying your positivity and carrying the abundance. So these are things that are coming in that you have put into play, other people have put into play, but it's going to come to you in a really unexpected way. It's not something I planned it this specific way, these particular steps. That is not how it's going to come in. That's the surprise part. But you cannot receive it, is what I'm hearing, or it's going to be a little bit more of a struggle to receive it if you are in the middle of drama or conflict. So Air, it's really a good thing this week to step back from whatever you're involved in. Take a breath. Observe, don't react, it's not worth the reaction, and allow yourself to really bring in those positive, really fun aspects of existence, because that's where you're at this week, Air, is bringing in as much positive and exciting as you can, but it's not going to be through direct action. It's going to be because you've stepped away and you're watching as things play out. So have fun in the observation this week. The Hermit's also about looking inside and doing deeper meditation work, so you could be working with that energy as well. Let's hop over to the water family, covering Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, all of our fishies out there. And we're starting off with the Algae's rune, which is a rune of protection. Color of gold, tarot association is the moon, and astrology is Cancer. I like how we're anchoring each of our energies in this week. Every sign has had its own zodiac, or every element. Algae's is signifying protection from danger, resisting temptations, and new beginnings. So, water, what is it you're tempted for? What is it you've been looking at that you know you're not supposed to have or do or whatever it is that's kind of calling to you? Algae's is saying, let's put a pause on that. Let's step back. We don't really need that. Let's go over here and do this instead. Is this that New Year's resolution is kind of fading and man, going to the gym 5 times a week is a lot of work, but that piece of cake looks really good. The Algae's is saying, probably not your best decision. It also could be indicating some big thing that you're not aware of coming in, because when it's protection from danger, you don't always see the things that are coming in. So that's where it's saying, working with more positive stuff, sticking to your goals, and bringing in your capital W will to actually step up and say, this is what I'm doing and this is why, because it's a benefit for me and it's actually going to play out for my best interests. Your second rune is the Uraz rune. Color of dark green, tarot association is the High Priestess, still working with that feminine energy, and astrology is Taurus. Well, thankfully water, you work well with earth, so that's a good thing. Creative power, wisdom, knowledge, good fortune, opportunity, and sexuality. So it sounds like water could be having some fun too this week. Earth and water. Hey, if you're an earth and a water, definitely enjoy this week. So when we have these two runes coming together, it's saying there's a lot of protection coming in for you. There's a lot of guidance towards your higher frequency, what's best for you in this life, whether it's physical, spiritual, dietary, exercise, however that plays out. But it's also saying that you're going to have fun with how these things are playing out. It's not just about, I eat chicken and broccoli and I don't use any salt and I don't use this. No, have fun with your food. Find ways to make it healthy but taste good. That's a creative thing. And through experience and practice and using knowledge, you gain wisdom. These things work really well together. These ones don't. And this allows you to actually bring in more opportunities. This allows you to really step into that path and process of, I'm going to become better at my life, whatever it is I'm working on, because I'm using knowledge, experience, and wisdom to move forward. I'm using exercise and diet as an example, but you can really apply that to anything in your life. Bringing in that capital W will, divine will, to apply it to your life, saying, this is where I'm going. I planned this and this and this. These are my broad sweeping intentions, and this week is a time to get more creative with how you're approaching them. It doesn't need to be, well, so-and-so said this is the only way to build wealth. No, it's not. So-and-so said this is the only way you can get a six-pack. No, there's certain things you have to do. They're like laws of the universe, laws of your body, whatever, that you do have to stay within. But those laws are there to guide you. You can figure a lot out on your own. There's a lot of different ways to do all of this. And water, you have the protection granted to you to work towards them. As long as you're working towards with your capital W divine will, there's a lot of new things that are available and creative ways to approach situations this week. So water, definitely have fun. And if you're a water earth couple or water earth high in your charts, it is going to be an interestingly passionate week for you with any luck anyway, which is great because we're leading up into Valentine's Day, so it's a good way to set things up and get started. But other than that, for messages for everybody, this is a good time to check in with yourself, check in with your spouse, your household, see where you're all at, check with your health, and see where, if anyone needs anything, is everyone feeling safe and comfortable as far as your needs being met. They're being kind of loud about that. Needs, not wants. Because this is a time where we're coming in into the Sabbath of Imbolc. We're also working with a lot of this cold weather energy, this is dropping on the 2nd, so you'll also have Groundhog's Day. We'll see how long winter's going to last if you trust Puxatawny Phil. We're looking at all of these things right now as ways to give us hope for the future. What are we all elements, all zodiac signs, all people, what are we doing as individuals to set ourselves up for the future? What are we doing to set ourselves up for prosperity? What are we doing to set ourselves up for health? God Source Divine wants everyone here to understand that changing the world starts with the action of one. But the action of one is, how do I improve this? How do I make this better? Because as an example, you show the way and you shine the light to all others around you. So with that, I will let you guys go. Have a great rest of your week. Do all those streamer things, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you in the next video.